Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the AMX 1390. When the Boss Chatillon 25-ton, which is the tier 10, got shell reload boost, it actually gave the entire line a shell reload boost, so tier 9, tier 8, and tier 7. Now, I know a lot of you in the comments are gonna say, go play the 1375, Droodles, do it! It is overpowered with its shell reload boost, but I personally like the higher alpha of the 1390 more, so that's why I'm playing in this tank. I don't doubt anybody that thinks the 1375 is insane, probably is, but we're going to be playing in the 1390. This is a vehicle that I actually believe is one of the better tier 8 lights. It has mobility, alpha in the fact that it's able to carry 3 225 damage shells, and it's even got really good pen. Light tanks normally don't have crazy pen unless you're talking about like the FE301, but let's be real, the FE301 is more of a medium than a light. So, when it comes to lights, having 200 and I think it's like 50-ish millimeters of APCR pen, that's not bad at all. In fact, it's plenty to cut through basically any tier 8 or most tier 9 heavies as well. So we're just gonna kinda sit here, hope that somebody crosses, and there you go, one easy shell, and now we drive back and start reloading our clip. 260 damage right there, and while the clip reload isn't the fastest on this vehicle, it's fine, because you're an autoloader, so you can just kinda reload. Alright, so we did spot the RU. I'm hoping I wasn't detected, but as you can clearly see, I was. Looks like I just poked the corner of that bush a little bit off, but that's fine. Looks like the KV-5 is already getting bled out a little bit. And, well, there's another tank we can shoot at. So we got the Juto. We also got the RU off to the side over here. I'm just chilling. I mean, there's no point for me to really play over-aggressive when I don't need to. Oh, yeah, that is a good example why. Especially because I am one of only, like, 3 tanks here. 2 of them camping. So I'm just kind of chilling here. I'll spot for my team, but I am not sending something that looks like suicide. But what I will do is get one shell into the Carnarvon and... oh, okay, well, that was just a bad shot, but let's go for another. There you go. Nice tap for 182, and now we drive away. So this is already showcasing where the 1390 is pretty nice. Now, that Carnarvon actually fired an HE, so he's not a bad player. By any means, definitely a decent player, but at the same time, I'm not too worried. We're just going to drive away. I don't know why you'd push your heavy tank there. Smart enough to shoot HE, but definitely a bit of a dumb decision pushing a heavy tank towards medium route. Oh well, looks like their KV-5 is already cleared because of that, and I'm just going to drive away again just because I don't really want to get hit by that Carnarvon, especially if the guy knows how to shoot HE. The whole point of a light is to kind of be that annoying scout, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to flank all the way towards their spawn, and maybe we can get some shells out, so let's try and do that. You'll notice the 13 series in general is incredibly mobile, and that's one thing I just love about the 1390 is being able to easily zoom up to top speed, and then once you get up to top speed, use your fantastic camo and pretty decent DPM to absolutely wreck the enemy. So we got the RU up top, and we are going to shoot 1 shell, 2 shells, and 3 shells. There you go. That is half of the RU's hit point pool right there. Now we just drive back in the cover. And this is where having that shell reload boost just feels insane. Now, obviously, that RU wasn't the brightest of bulbs. He probably was going to stay there either way and take the entire clip, but it still showcases where this tank is pretty strong on that aspect. So we got over here the Stayer. There's 1 shell into the Stayer. We got 2, and I mean, the Stayer has, as I always say, negative armor, which we can clearly see. So not much of a threat. Only got 1 shell into us. Starting to reload our clip once again. We got the Panther 2. We also got the WZ-120 and the Carnarvon left alive. And we're just going to flank a Rooney behind them and get some nice shells out. That Carnarvon just got absolutely bedonkered. Apart from that, they got a WZ-111 GFT, and let's see if we can light this Panther on fire. I know if you shoot the rear of it, there's a fairly high chance you can light it on fire. There's 2 shells, and let's go for that third. Unfortunate, but still pretty good damage this game. It looks like this WZ is probably going to end up finishing off our IS-5. Oh, why am I getting shot by the Panther? I'm so confused. Why are you shooting me? Okay, reload, and badonk. There you go. Nice, and there you have it. Pretty good game for the AMX 1390. You'll notice that I didn't over-aggress in the beginning. A lot of mistakes light players make, especially in any tier, is over-aggressing when you don't have the right to. That game, you saw, the enemy had the Panther 2, the RU-251, and that Carnarvon. And if I decided to be an aggressor, go up towards base, I think that's C, I would have just died. I really wouldn't have gotten anywhere in the game. So instead, I saw the Carnarvon was pushing, got 2 shells out. Unfortunately, that second one just missed. But even with that that whole clip out, we got away. We only bled about 300-ish hit points, and we were able to come up behind them later and inflict more damage, dealing 2,600, which is not bad at all for a light tank. So let's do one more game. We got the AMX 5100, the Chimera, Panther 2, TS5 Bison, that's an odd tank. I'm surprised people are still playing that. We got the Tiger 2, FE201, and an SU-152. Now, I am going to be giving a fair bit of warning. I'm not running Spalliner, which is why that Carnarvon did roll like 268 with its HE. Not a lot of people really shoot HE at the 1390 or the AMX series in general, personally, I believe, just because, I don't know, I feel like they actually have somewhat troll armor. I can tell you many times I've shot at the upper plate and just bounced it, so I don't feel like it's an awful decision to not run Spall, but I could regret it. You never know. We have the Panther 2 over here, and we also have most of our team over here. We got the Chimera off to the side, and I'm just going to kind of chill here, unless, oh good, yes, the Panther backed down the hill, which means if I do this correctly, I can drive this way, put on my shell reload boost. There's 1 shell, 2 shells, and let's get that 3rd shell out as well. That is 656 hit points we just took off that Panther in a matter of 4 seconds. I mean, that is a fantastic example right there of autoloader's capability. So we're going to reload again here. Couple more seconds, and we're going to get 1 shell into this Panther, and oh, well, I was going to get the other shell into the Panther, but the Chiri tracked the guy, but that's fine. We still cleared him, and now we got our Yo pushing the Chimera. I think this Yo is actually going to clear the guy, which is going to be fantastic if he does. Nice job. And with that, now all I have to do is start flabanking again. So we got the TS5 in mid, and the TS5 is definitely a tank I kind of want to take advantage of. Oh, yes, I definitely want to take advantage of the TS5. There's 1, there's 2, and let's go for that 3rd shell as well. Boom. That is a 600 damage clip right there. Half of the tank destroyer's hit points are just shredded away, and again, we just chill. We reload the clip. This is why autoloaders are so influential, is down to the fact that they don't really need the care. And for example, this TS5, I mean, sure, he gets 1 shell into us, and then we get towards his side. I didn't realize I actually had HE loaded, so that was my fault. But there's 2 shells, and I mean, there's 3. Again, just the amazing capability of storing damage and using it. So now we're just going to reload. I'm going to go for that AMX 5100, judging that that's really the only guy left that's got a decent chunk of HP. Alright, so let's put on our shell reload boost. There's 1, there's 2. Oh, okay, well I was gonna say there's... Okay, Wargaming. I guess I can't pen my shells because the AMX now has armor. We hit his gun twice in a row. I don't even know what to say. I don't know if I've ever had that happen before. Okay, well we got the Tiger 2 off to the side. This guy, he's shooting, and boop! Oh, we bounced in. That's a rip. Okay, well, I don't know if this AMX has his shells loaded. He did. I don't really care too much. It's gonna be a dub, and this is gonna be a fairly easy dub at that. I was kind of surprised, though, that our 2 shells bounced his gun. That really was a very weird moment. But oh well. Either way, the 1390 is a fantastic tank. I've always loved the vehicle. Obviously, if you play a little aggressive, you'll probably die, but that was just my decision to poke the AMX. I could have very easily waited, but at this point, our team's not doing anything anyway. What is our team doing? Well, it looks like the 43 is taking initiative. There you go. Kaboom! Either way, I think the whole bat chat line is insane, but I should put as a disclaimer that you have to be good at the game to do well in the bat chat. If you're not a great player, you don't understand your situational bearings and map situations in general, you're going to do awful, especially in the auto-loading lights, because auto-loading lights are all down to the fact of knowing where to drive and when to use your clip most effectively. If you don't do that right, you're probably going to die fairly quickly. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. I wouldn't suggest to go for the bat chat if you're newer to the game or you're still trying to learn the maps. But either way, there you go. There's our solid victory. How much damage do we do? Probably nothing insane. I'd say like 2,400. Yeah, there you go. 2341. We would have done around 2,800 if we had been able to pen those 2 shells on the AMX. But either way, pretty good game, and hopefully enjoyed today's video. Maybe I'll do on the 1375 tomorrow or something like that, but I really like the AMX 1390. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.